Okay, here's a look at NewAge H59 Balin, which is Huffer, and H59 Dwalin, which is pipes. So here's a look at the front of the box, and the back of the box, you get that scene from season 3. Side of the box, you get the product image of pipes. The other side, product image of Huffer. Top of the box, you get that nice transformation sequence of Huffer, and the bottom transformation sequence for pipes. So that is a look at the box. And now here's just a quick look at these two figures. And these are two more figures by NewAge that are really well made. I mean, just look at these. I mean, it's typical NewAge with the nice quality plastic, the nice paint finish. I'm sure there's some die cast here I didn't notice yet. But yeah, and very tune accurate. These two are really great. So in terms of the accessories, so first these accessories, they only go to Huffer. You don't get any extra accessories for pipes. That would have been nice if they gave you you know, that transformation cog. That would have been cool, but they didn't. But here you do get alternative hands for Huffer. So first of all, you get these alternative hands that doesn't have like the smokestack on his on the outer part of his fist there, if you wanted to do that. And they did give you the alternative smokestack fist that doesn't have any fingers if you wanted to have that look. So options are already nice. And then they did give you these nice articulated open hand fingers, so you could see it also articulates, which I already did here, so you could see what that looks like. So really cool. So those are the accessories, and you only get them for Huffer. And you also get weapons. So here, Huffer, you could see his handgun or rifle. Look at that. That's really nice. Nicely sculpted, nicely painted. So that's the gun that you get for Huffer. And with pipes, you get his nicely painted pistol there. Pretty plain and simple, but yeah, tune accurate. Really nice. So that is the figures and the accessories. And then last, the instructions. So you actually get two instructions because the transformation on these guys, they are a little bit different. So here, first of all, these are the instructions for pipes. And as always, these are not numbered, so yeah, I don't think they handled the detailed drawings all that well. But I'll tell you, the transformation is actually really fun, very intuitive, so you can have fun figuring out how to transform this. So yeah, it was actually fun. And then the instructions for Huffer, there's actually a little bit more steps involved for Huffer. So you could see also the same thing. These are not numbered, but that's okay. Like I said, transformation is very intuitive, very fun. So you can actually figure it out. And I didn't have to refer to any reference because yeah, I like figuring out how to transform these things on my own. And it was actually really fun. So that's everything you get with the figure. So now let's do some comparisons, or let's get a closer look at Huffer first. So first of all, let's compare Huffer to the animation model and see how well they captured the toon aesthetics. And you could see that for the most part, they again did a really nice job capturing all of the details from the cartoon. They did a really nice job all around. Yeah, that's a look. And let me just tell you that I actually did my own study drawings of Huffer here, so I'm very aware of all the details. So yeah, I'm just pointing out they did a really nice job. I mean, you know, all the nicely sculpted detail here. So yeah, just want to point that out. And let me also do this. Let me just show you how small this figure is. So you could see he is actually let me see if that's showing up on the camera here, but he's actually less than 3 inches tall. Just a little bit more than 2 3/4 inches. So this is really a small figure, and I point that out because when you're looking at things like here, you could see his chest, all the parting lines, and his hips there, the pins showing. I mean, all of that's okay with me considering how small it is. And what's really amazing is even though this figure is small like this, the way they design the transformation, it's really amazing how they, you know, come up with all these interesting, clever ways to transform it. So if I do the transformation, you'll see, I mean, they come up with all these really cool, clever things, you know, how things open up and stuff. It's really, really amazing. So now in terms of the articulation, if you can get your hand in there, the head is on a ball joint, so it can go up, down, side to side, all around. And his face here, let me just point this out, like you know, he has a silver painted face. You know, I kind of would have liked the white painted face to be more tune accurate, but you know, that's just the way NewAge is designing it, to have this nice premium look to it. So better quality plastic, the nice paint finish, you could see has all this metallic paint. This is kind of like a mini Fans toys in my opinion. But anyways, that's the head articulation, and the shoulders are on a ball joint, so it can go forward, back, out to the side. And you do get bicep swivel. You do get double jointed elbow bend here, so that's cool. And then the fist, you do get fist rotation. And waist, we do get waist rotation, but no ab crunch. But his legs do go forward and back, out to the side. There is a thigh rotation, and you do get a double jointed knee, so you can get a good range of articulation there. And you do get toe tilt, so that's cool, but no toe tilt up and down. So for Legends or mini masterpiece Legends, you get a lot of articulation. It's a great looking figure. Has this quality look and feel to it. So yeah, I could see why a lot of people are swapping out their masterpiece for this. Cost less, take up less room. But anyways, that's a look at Huffer. So now let's do some comparisons. So now first let's bring out his buddy Braun here, so you could see what these two guys look like. And here's my little nitpicky complaint here. I wish they would have painted his chest, top of his chest yellow, because yeah, that just looks a little off to me. But this is what he looks like with his buddy Braun here. And you could see how they scale together. And now let's bring out Braun's buddy, Windcharger. And you could see what he looks like, how he scales in here. He's actually pretty small. But yeah, looks really nice. And then let's bring out Bumblebee. So you could see how Bumblebee fits in here, and it looks really good. Look at, I'm already starting to really like this. This is really looking like a really nice set. And then let's bring out his other buddy here, Cliff Jumper. And you could see what now all these guys look like all together. And my first impression looking at this is, yeah, again, like these guys can easily replace your masterpiece collection. So I can see why some people already swapped out. Because again, you know, these guys, you know, they take up less space, they cost less, they are easy to transform, they look just as good as the masterpiece. Transformation is easier, so you know, they're more enjoyable to play with and transform. Yeah, these guys are really, really nice. So you could see here what all these guys look like. And of course, you know, for season 1, we are missing one more mini bot, and that is Gears. So really looking forward to Gears and Swerve. So once we get all of that, then we will have completed the season 1 mini bots, And that set is gonna look really, really awesome, man. I can't wait for that. And now let's bring out one more. Let's bring out the big guy here, Optimus, so you can see how these guys scale all together. And man, this set looks really, really amazing. And you know what, something else that makes this whole set look really cool is the consistency. So, you know, I already told you, you know, NewAge has these parting lines and pins and stuff showing, but with all their other figures, it's the same thing. So the, you know, design's very consistent. So all of these look good together because they all, you know, have the same design. So that is a look at Huffer. And now let's do the comparison that I know a lot of people want to see, which is how does he compare next to Magic Square. So first of all, this is Magic Square's 2.0 version. I don't know, the Toon version or metallic, but you could see they have some extra paint here, this metallic, and this one's painted more Toon accurate. So he has like the purplish blue thighs and chest here. Really nice. So first, the comparison that we all know, Magic Square is a little bit of a larger scale, so he's bigger. And then Magic Square, you could see some people complain about the, you know, this pale look, and NewAge has this nice paint finish, but this one has like this metallic paint finish. So, you know, it's just the difference. This is not a versus, this is just pointing out the difference. And I actually like both. It's just both of these are different. So this one, you know, because of that pale look, it kind of looks like he's just jumped right out of the cartoon. This one with a nice paint finish, you know, it has more of that premium or novelty feel to it. So there's just a difference. Obviously, the plastic's also different. I mean, this is better quality plastic, but I'll say this is not bad plastic. I mean, the way Magic Square designs their figures, very complicated, very panely. I think they need this type of rubbery type of plastic, because if they used regular plastic, you know, you're going to have some breakage issues like you do most of the time with X-Transbots figures. But this, yeah, there's just a difference there. And as always, you could see Magic Square cleans up much nicer. It doesn't have like those parting lines on the chest and pins on his hips there. So that's always the difference. But I'll tell you, both of these did a really nice job tucking away the tires so they're not exposed on the outer part of the leg. But you could see Magic Square, they do a nice job cleaning all that stuff up. And with NewAge, you could see the tires showing on the inner part. So yeah, that's just, I think that's just as a result of, you know, how small this figure is, 2 3/4 inches tall. So when you take that into consideration, that is really just a minor complaint considering how small it is. And the other difference is, I think I said it already, the transformation is always easier on NewAge, and Magic Square is always a little bit complicated with all these panels. But this one is not as panely or complicated as some of their other figures. But one of the big difference that you'll see in alt mode is I never really like the alt mode here because it's not very Toon accurate. Some things don't make sense. This one, they did a nice job capturing the Toon aesthetic. So yeah, that's just a look at Huffer. And so now let's take a closer look now at pipes. So here you could see pipes, really nice. The same thing, has that nice paint finish. So first, let's do this. Let's compare pipes with the animation model so we can see how well they captured the Toon aesthetics. And you could see that, again, for the most part, especially when you consider how small this is, they did a really nice job capturing, you know, the Toon aesthetics. And This is another figure that, or character that I did my study drawings on, so I'm very aware of all the details that should be on this character. And, you know, it doesn't have everything, but I'll just say, you know, considering how small it is, they were still able to put in some of these details, like on the lower leg, the little, make sure this chest goes down all the way here. Does clean up really nice, not clean up really nice, but you could see the little vents on his chest, even those little, I don't know, nipple things on his chest. So they did a nice job overall capturing the toon aesthetics, considering how small this is. So in terms of the articulation, it's basically exactly the same thing. Head is on a ball joint, but if you can get your finger in there, you can go up, down, rotate it side to side all around, and trying to get that stuck in there. And then the shoulders, ball joint, forward, back, out to the side. You get bicep swivel, but no fist rotation. That's because of the transformation. But this is something cool. I mean, you can kind of have him transforming, so he's kind of like firing his arm guns here. So that's kind of cool. So that's the articulation on the arms. And then the waist, you do get waist rotation, no ab crunch, but the legs can go full up, down, out to the side, thigh rotation, double jointed knee, and you do get toe tilt, but no toe tilt up and down. So again, considering how small this is, a legend scaled mini masterpiece, they did a really great job. So that's a look at Huffer. And now let's compare Huffer with some of his other companions. So let's bring out Outback. So here you could see what these two guys look like together. And yeah, these two guys looking pretty good. And then let's bring out Tailgate, so you could see what he looks like in scales with these two guys. And again, this is already my first impression when I see this is like, man, it's like you really don't need Masterpiece if you have this, because these guys look just as good. They're smaller, take up less space, easy to transform, fun to play with. And of course, we are missing Swerve. So, you know, we're going to eventually get that. It's just when we do, it's going to be really, really nice set. I think they also have a hubcap, but I didn't get that because he never appeared in the cartoon. So, yeah, don't need to get that for me. And then let's bring out some of the other NewAge figures. So here is RC. And let me tell you, like, I really like this RC. I mean, this is a good example of, you know, why you can replace your Masterpiece, because this is so amazing. I mean, it just very toon aesthetic. Transformation is much easier than the Masterpiece. But anyways, that's a look at that. And then let's bring out the big guy here, Ultra Magnus. And you could see what all these guys now look like together. And you could see this is looking like a really awesome set. So yeah, I'll just reiterate what I said many times already. This is why you really don't need to be getting the Masterpiece, you know, if you're collecting these. But for me, since I'm already invested, there's a domino effect. Since I'm already invested in the Masterpiece, you know, I might as well just complete that line since I already have most of the figures. So yeah, these are really nice. And Ultra Magnus here, his back is so horrible. Mech Fans Toys back is much better than this. But you could see, all together, these guys, man, these look really, really nice. So yeah, that's a look at pipes. So now what we can do is now we can go ahead and transform these two guys into their alt mode and take a look at that. Okay, here's a look at the alt mode. And here we could just take a quick look all around so you could see what these guys look like And for the most part, yeah, these guys look really nice. It's not really 100% accurate. I mean, it's missing that tilt, but I'll tell you, this at least I think it looks better than Magic Square. But first, let's just take a look at one each at a time. And here, let's compare Huffer with the animation model. So you could see, for the most part, I think they did a really nice job capturing the toon aesthetics. And let's take a look at the back, and you see the back's also the same, but I was telling you, it's missing those pointy toes on the back spoiler here. But I think this is still really good enough. And up close, you could see the parting lines on the window here and the bumper. But again, I say many times, given how small this is, these things actually don't really bother me that much. So I take that into consideration when I'm, really looking over this figure, that, these parting lines and all this stuff, they're really okay given how small it is. So now let's compare this with the Magic Square. And here you could just see the difference. And, like I was telling you, Magic Square cleans up better. I mean, it doesn't have that parting line, at least on this figure. But, yeah, you could just see the difference. This one's bigger, this one's longer back here. Yeah, so I'll tell you, they're both okay. But I'll tell you, I really like the NewAge better. I mean, transforming this is so much more fun and intuitive. And this one, typical Magic Square, all complicated, trying to rotate these pieces. It's, it has to be a certain position and little tabs for the heel and stuff like that. I mean, I can nitpick this, but in short, transformation is always designed so much better than Magic Square. But Magic Square does clean up better. And now, let's do this. I'm not going to compare this with the Magic Square, but Magic Square, you do need an adapter to attach it to Optimus's trailer, so we don't need that. This one is really cool, so I can show you here. So you want to pull down on the back, so you untab that, and then that allows you to untab and separate these two back legs, and you could see that opens up that little cavity. Put these up, and you could see this is now going to grab onto this, and then once you do, then you could tab those leg pieces back in, and then tab this back up, and you can hear that snap. It's nicely tabbed in, and look at, no adapter. And this is real, oh my gosh, I mean, I'm just falling in love with this figure. Look at this. This is so cool. Let me get that for you, Optimus. This is so cool. So anyways, that's a look at Huffer in alt mode. And now let's take a closer look at pipes. So there's no comparison with any other, well, yeah, I mean, there is the Mech Fans toys, but I don't want to bring that out. So yeah, you could just see, I do like the nice transparent window. There's no parting lines here. That just makes it look more premium. That's what I'm telling you. The paint, the plastic material, and all this stuff, it just looks really nice. So now let's do this. Let's compare this with the animation model and see how well they captured the toon aesthetics. And again, for the most part, I think they did a really nice job. It's just this little, I don't know what you call this lower leg sitting on the back here, but overall I think this cleans up really nice. It looks really good, has that nice metallic paint finish, has that premium look. And I didn't mention it that both of these they actually roll really nice. So yeah, nothing else much to point out other than, transforming this, yes, is definitely much easier than the Huffer, because Huffer actually has a little bit more steps involved. But overall, I'm telling you, if you didn't already notice, I really like these figures a lot. These are so awesome. So now let's go ahead and transform these guys back to robot mode and have our final thoughts. Okay, here we have them back in robot mode, and my final thoughts. Both of these figures are two more figures that are really well made by NewAge. I mean, all you have to do is just take a close-up look at both of these two and just look at how well they just handled all the details, the sculpt, the proportion, the paint, the material, the plastic. And again, I'm sure there's some die cast in here somewhere. But yeah, these two figures are really awesome. And of course, I don't give recommendations because if you want it, you'll get it. If you don't, you won't. But I'll tell you, these two figures, these are absolutely a must-have, especially if you're collecting them and you already have some of the other figures that I've already pointed out. You know, Brawn and Wind Charger and Cliff Jumper and Bumblebee. Let's get these all guys set up. This is really fun. I mean, let me know if you want me to do an update on my NewAge and Magic Square collection, because that's the first thing I'm thinking of when I'm looking at this. This is really awesome. And then here, even for season 3, you know, Outback and Tailgate, and even the bigger characters that we don't have all of yet, but RC here, and let's zoom back up here a little bit, and the big guy Ultra Magnus. So yeah, you could just see this is awesome. This is really an amazing set. So with that said, I'll just end my review there and just tell you that these two figures, these are two more great figures, and they definitely go great with the rest of your NewAge collection. So I'll just end it there and just say, yeah, I love these two figures. I think Magic Square did a fantastic job on both of these figures. So that's it. That's my review for NewAge version of Huffer and Pipes.
Blur, shut up! Autobots, we've got to hold that thing off till the cog arrives.
I'm not the biggest Autobot, but I'm one of the strongest!